our multiplication units. But before we get started, let's talk about some internet safety things just to make sure we all know what we're doing when we do get on the internet to start working on our project. So will someone raise their hand and tell me, when is it okay to share passwords on the internet? Jose? Never. Does that matter when or who, even if it's your best friend or anyone. No. Don't share your passwords on the internet. All right, what about if you get on the internet and you come across someone you don't know and they start asking, oh, where are you from? Like, how old are you? Like, are your parents on that kind of stuff? When do you share that knowledge?
Never.
Yeah, we never share that kind of information either with anyone online. Remember, if you are going to go in and whenever we do our projects, and if you go in and if you directly copy something from the computer, you have to make sure you're citing that. Can't just copy someone else's work word for word, because that would be not citing the work, and you would get plagiarism for that, and that would not be a good thing. So don't do that. When is it okay to cheat whenever you are using the internet or things like that, Nyla?
Never.
Yeah, we never cheat. What about cyberbullying? When's it okay? Like, this part, they're not going to do anything about this. I'm just going to say a little something mean about that. Bentley?
Never.
Never. What do you do if someone is cyberbullying you on the computer? Aliana?
Tell the teacher.
Yeah, tell the teacher. Tell an adult if the teacher's not nearby. Tell someone so we can help you through that. So today we are going to be doing a project on the tablets. So what are some things that we need to keep in mind when we work on our tablets? Aliana?
You need to keep in mind that there are things you can't get on, and you have to listen to your teammates.
Yeah, you have to listen to your teammates because you guys can see that you guys are already in groups of 3. Sometimes we know that the tablets might mess up, and if that's the case, just y'all raise your hands and I'll come around with a different tablet to make sure that we do have working tablets for this presentation today. So we're still talking about multiplication, and we started talking about the standard algorithm yesterday. Who prefers the standard algorithm? Okay, so a few of you guys, raise your hand if you don't like the standard algorithm and you prefer a different, you're ready for a different strategy, something different because the standard algorithm doesn't make sense to you. Okay, so just a couple of you guys, but let's see. So this is the standard algorithm. These are some strategies for multiplication. This is something like you guys are going to make today. Each group is going to make a little section, a little slide on the Google Slides, and then once you're done, you're going to share it back with me. So this is the standard algorithm slide. This is the one that I made as an example. You'll be able to see it whenever you get into Google Slides. So the standard algorithm method is also the traditional method. It involves multiplying numbers and lining up results according to place value. Some people don't like this strategy because it might be hard to memorize basic facts. If you don't know your basic facts, are you going to be able to do this standard algorithm easily? No, if you don't know your basic facts, you can't do this strategy. A person using this strategy multiplies one place value first and then puts a 0 as the placeholder, then multiplies the tens place, then you add up the 2 partial products to get your answer. Have you guys ever heard of any other strategies that might help you whenever you're multiplying 2-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers or 3-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers? Do you have any other strategies? Some of y'all shaking your heads no. Last year when y'all were in 4th grade, y'all learn any? So that's what we're going to look at today is trying to come up with some different strategies. Why might it be important to come up with different strategies when you're multiplying? Anaya?
Because different strategies may seem simpler to you.
Right.
You can understand it more.
Exactly. So if you get to the test and it's the day of the test and you come across a question, you have no idea what to do, isn't it going to be helpful if you at least have one strategy and you could go to a different one if the first one's not working, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What are some other reasons why different strategies might be helpful? Knowledge?
So different strategies could help you to the answer.
Yeah, different strategies can help you get to the answer. Eliana?
Because if one strategy you don't understand, you can go to a different strategy that helps you.
Right. So there are multiple different strategies when we're multiplying big numbers because you guys learned last year 2-digit by 1-digit numbers, right? So like 21 times 3, those kind of numbers. And the year before that, you just learned 1-digit by 1-digit. But this year in 5th grade, we have to do 2-digit by 2-digit, and 3-digit by 2-digit and bigger numbers. So it's going to be helpful if we learn some of these different strategies. So what we're going to do, you guys already have tablets on your desk. What you're going to do is you're going to go through it, and I'm going to tell you guys different strategies that we are going to look up and use today. So each group is going to have a different one. I know the class is smaller today because we do have some people who are out in quarantine and that kind of thing, so some people are just absent. So we're going to have, let me see. I already did the standard algorithm. You guys have 4 groups. So the first group is going to look up things about the lattice method. The lattice method. This group is going to do stuff on the box method. The box method. You guys are going to do the distributive property. And my last group is going to do partial products. Partial products. So what's going to happen is we're going to look these up, and then we're going to present our Google Slides up here. I'm not going to record you guys coming up here to present because that might be a little intimidating whenever you guys come up here to present your slides. But after we record, or after you guys come up here, present your strategies, we're then going to vote on what we think as a class is the best strategy when we're multiplying. And we're going to do that using a bar graph to keep it all math related. And then at the end, we're going to play a quick game of Kahoot by teams so I can see which team knows how to multiply the fastest. Does anyone have any questions for me before we get started?